Rudy Gobert channeled his rough upbringing to accomplish unbelievable feats on the court. However, it is his NBA contract that is truly historical. Family history. Gobert has a dark family history. He was born in Saint-Quentin, France. When he was just 3 years old, his parents split up. Gobert stayed with his mother, Rudy Gobert, in Saint-Quentin, where he faced challenges being a mixed-race kid in France. One of his most painful childhood memories took place around Christmas. His mother's side of the family told his mom that they didn't want Rudy in their house because he was a mixed child. She was forced to choose between him or her family. And of course, she chose her son. Naturally, she was devastated, but she stood up for her son. If that's the way you think, then you're not going to see me anymore. Not at Christmas, not ever. I don't want anything to do with you. Rudy's mom is his rock. She has looked after him and protected him the best she could. Financially, they didn't have a lot. His dad went back to Guadeloupe when Rudy was 2, and his mom had to handle a lot of responsibilities. They lived in what we called an HLM, social housing, immigrants from all different places. It wasn't really about money or material things. It was about feeling at ease and control. That little memory came back to me in the dark. It was like it was happening right in front of me. It was so vivid. Now, Rudy doesn't consider that a sad memory, however. He finds beauty in it. Not long after that, he picked up a basketball, and his entire life changed. Still, he had to make a really tough decision when he was only 13 years old. Basketball obsession. His obsession took hold of him quickly. By the time he was 12, he had become obsessed with basketball. He used to get every magazine he could get his hands on. He would tear posters from the magazines and decorate his bedroom walls. In fact, he put up so many of them that after a while you couldn't even see the walls underneath. It was just wall-to-wall NBA posters. He would spend a ton of time imagining himself on an NBA floor, dunking the ball, guarding legends like Kobe, Parker, and Dirk. He used the power of visualization the best that he could. A few months after he turned 13, he had the opportunity to join a basketball academy in a town called Amiens, a little further away from his hometown, Saint-Quentin. In his mind, this opportunity was the way he was going to chase his dream and put himself in a situation where he could get better every day. Now, years later, he realized how hard it was for his mom to have her youngest child leave home at that time, but she never stopped him from chasing his dream. In fact, she told him to go after his dreams. Everything else will take care of itself. Gobert quickly lost himself in the day-to-day grind, but plenty of people doubted him. In fact, he recalled that his coaches didn't believe in him and felt as if he had zero chance of becoming a pro. He remembered how desperate he was to make this dream a reality. When he was 15 years old, he was left with tears because he wasn't accepted to the best basketball academy in France. He remembered his mom telling him to keep believing that it was meant to be. Gobert would use all of this pain and trauma to accomplish something truly remarkable. Basketball journey. Everything changed in 2010. In 2010, he participated in the FIBA Europe Under-18 Championship with the French Under-18 national team, where he finished as the team's best scorer and rebounder. Around that time, he mostly played for the Cholet Basket junior team. However, he still didn't get as much playing time as he had hoped. During the next season in 2012-2013, he averaged 8.4 points and 5.4 rebounds per game in 27 games. However, he decided to back himself and declare for the NBA draft in 2013. He remembered shooting around the gym with some of his teammates when he was 17, and no one knew who he was and telling him that he just didn't have what it took to make it to the NBA. But he wanted to be an all-star. In fact, he was going to be an all-star no matter what. Naturally, they laughed at him, but he told them to just sit back and watch. And in 2013, he proudly showed his mom the first mock draft with his name on it. She couldn't believe it. Gobert would not only go on to become an all-star, but he achieved something historical. NBA career. He realized his father's dream in 2013. At the NBA Draft Combine, he set the record for the longest wingspan and standing reach. On June 27, 2013, Gobert was selected with the 27th overall pick by the Denver Nuggets. He was later traded on draft night to the Utah Jazz. Since then, he has made regular trips to Guadeloupe, a French archipelago in the Caribbean. It's where his father, Rudy Gobert, lives and watches his son's career closely after his own NBA dreams were dashed years ago. It means everything to him. I can see how proud he is to watch me on television. When I talk about it with him, I feel like I am living his dream. I'm carrying his dream that he wasn't able to fulfill. It was not just my dream, it was both of ours. Gobert would go on to have a Hall of Fame career. He made his first All-NBA team in the 2016-2017 season and led the league in blocks. He followed this feat up by winning back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards and claiming the title once again in 2021. He would then get his fourth Defensive Player of the Year in 2024. He also accomplished his childhood dream of making the NBA All-Star Game in 2020 and would go on to make it 3 times in his career. He is regarded as a legendary defender, but his NBA deal is even more legendary than his defense. NBA contract. The NBA was in shock when his contract was announced. After his rookie deal finished, he signed a 4-year, $102 million extension with the Jazz. Although that is generational wealth, it would not even come close to his next big signing. In 2020, Gobert signed a 5-year, $205 million deal. At the time, it was the third largest contract in NBA history and the largest ever for a center. Along with this massive deal, Gobert has worked with brands like Nike, Yoplait, and Intensa Fitness. And Gobert isn't done making money just yet. His business ventures off of the court continue to bring in an astounding amount of cash. Off the court, he puts his riches to good use. He has his own foundation called the Rudy's Kids Foundation. It is the foundation's mission to ensure that those with fewer means are granted access to opportunities and resources in health, education, and recreation. This foundation has helped the youth transform themselves and has influenced families and communities. Additionally, he has a sharp business mind. He has several business ventures including ReKTGlobal, a comic book called Rudy Gobert, Bash, and a celebrity investment platform, Trendex. Now, Trendex is an innovative startup that allows fans to share in the success of future talents. It has developed a unique platform that allows fans to buy limited edition licensed cards that represent the careers of future talents. The value of the cards grows with the career of the talent they represent, giving fans a chance to profit from their passion while supporting the next generation of stars. Hopefully, fans invested in Gobert because his career is booming right now. Although he lives a busy life, it's about to get busier. He recently announced the birth of his first child with his partner, Julia Bonilla. Luckily, he has a net worth upwards of $150 million, so he will not have to worry about buying diapers anytime soon.